There is a way to run your full client delivery with a single command. You can type something such as /delivery, the client name, and then your AI business OS can read the full client context, run every single step of the delivery process, and then the final output is ready for you to review in 30 minutes or less. And now I'm not just talking about generic AI slop, but what I'm talking about is an actual output that follows your format, your systems, your voice, an output that it reads like it came from an actual coworker and not an AI. This specific process is called an AI delivery pipeline, and I built over 30 plus of those in the past 2 years with different agencies. And today I'd like to show you what are the different 3 steps that you need to take in order to actually build the specific AI delivery pipeline. And if you get these 3 steps right, you can have this single command that runs your entire delivery. But if you get them wrong, you will constantly have to review and check what are the outputs, because maybe they are not up to standards with what you create for your clients. So everything starts with how you think about your specific delivery before even touching AI at all. So if you think about every single service business, it runs a very similar delivery process for every single client. Maybe the context might change, so the client might change, the industry might change, the goals might change, but the steps that you actually need to take to deliver for the clients are pretty much always the same. Let's take, for example, a marketing agency. Every month that they onboard a client, they need to collect some context about the client, they need to define the campaign itself, they need to write the assets, which could be ads, email sequences, landing page copy, they need to create the graphics on top of those, launch, monitor and adjust, and then finally do the reporting and repeat that all over again. The same pattern can be applied to every single kind of a service business. If you think about that, lead gen, run the same loop. You have research, outreach, follow-up reporting, web development, you have discovery, wireframe, build, launch, and so on. So your first job here is to actually write the chain down. Define this specific chain for your own specific business. Define every single step in order, because AI cannot actually figure that out for you. And if you are able to define that, AI can actually execute this for you specifically. Keep in mind that writing this chain down is only the first part, because what matters most is what you actually capture inside each step, and I'll get to that in a second. But now you might be thinking, Ricardo, my business is not a marketing agency. My delivery is way more complex, way more custom, way more relationship driven. Every client is different. And personally, I hear that from almost every single agency owner. But what I notice is that actually the relationship is something that is custom. The judgment calls, for example, are custom. But generally, the process that you need to run is pretty much always the same. But you never actually took the time to extract the process out of your head so that you can see that on a sheet of paper. And this is actually the first very important step, because the more clarity the AI has about your specific process, the more clarity AI can actually execute for you. So generally, you have 2 different modes of AI. You have the ChatGPT kind of thing, where you ask something, you get an answer, and then you have the AI business OS, something similar to Claude Code. That is actually a full system that has all the context about your specific business, where you can add specific documents about your processes, you can have specific code scripts that are parts of the process, and the AI is able to read every single part of those context documents in order to do a specific process. And this is actually the most important thing. Once AI has all the context it needs to run a specific process, it can run the process in a very similar way to how you do that. After mapping your pipeline, you need to actually capture the different types of context. So if you think about training an employee, generally an employee needs to have some context about how to run the process or how to run a specific task for your business in a very well executed manner. They need generally 3 types of context. So the first one is client context. So this is actually information about the specific client where they will need to do some specific work. They will need a specific process context. So that is what are the different steps that they need to follow in order to do a specific thing. So that could be, for example, copywriting. And then the last component and the last element that most people miss is situational context. Keep in mind, this is specific to marketing agency, but it could be what are the differences between doing something with a specific platform or working with a specific type of client versus another type of clients. Those are the differences that are present over here. All these details generally are stuck in your head or in your best employee head. And right now, with an AI business OS, we need to extract this information so that the AI can actually execute and you can get the output that you are actually looking for. So once you actually did those two things, you define the specific pipeline and then you extract in the different types of contexts, it's time for step number 3, which is wiring everything into a pipeline. Now, if you want to do that tactically in a tool such as Claude Code, which is the general tool that we use to build AI business OSs, you can do that with skills. So a skill essentially is a single block of your delivery system. So in this case, we put the copywriting part, and within the skill itself, you can add the specific process that you use for copywriting. But on top of that, you need also to add the situational context that we defined before, such as the examples, what are the words that we don't want to use, what are specific output formats that we have depending on different kinds of copy, for example. All of that is a part of the skill, and it's a single step of your pipeline as defined. In here, what will happen is you will pass over the context information about the client to this part over here, which is the process itself, and then you will receive back some actual output here. This is the kind of process that you need to run for every single step of your pipeline. Now, when we are talking about this pipeline, I think most people get this wrong because they think about a full automation as the starting point. Meanwhile, there are generally 3 different levels here that I call pipeline maturity model here. And let me go through those. So the first level that we have is assist mode. This is very similar to people are using ChatGPT today. So you actually work within ChatGPT, you ask step by step, or you give specific parts of the process, and then you get back some answers from ChatGPT and you iterate back and forth. This works, it already helps, but it's not actually where a specific process is fully executed because ChatGPT doesn't have a full context about how to execute a specific process end to end. Going to level 2, we have actually component mode. This is something similar to what we built here in the copywriting, and this is actually you trigger AI with a specific command, such as, for example, build campaign or copywriting with a client name, and this runs a full part of your process end to end, so that you can review that process and you can see whether that is actually valid in terms of the output that you get. This is the starting point that you should have when it comes to building AI pipelines. The last level, level 3, is actually pipeline mode. This is the /delivery client name, for example, where AI can run the full delivery cycle, and you can either watch every single step and review at every single step, or if you want to speed run that, you can just let the AI run the full process and then you watch the final result in the end. Now, let me show you the example of a pipeline process applied to my specific business so you can see an example here. So, for example, in the automation side of things, I have a video that outlines this specific process, but I would like to show you a component here. So a component here that I have is new client, for example. When I type a new client in my AI business OS, I have a series of specific steps that are actually done. So first off, we fill the client context that we actually get from this first step. We create a GitHub repo for the client itself. We set up a specific environment variables, and this is all coding related parts. But this is actually the initial setup and one single component for my delivery. Next up, what I have is I have the workflow itself, and this is the actual full pipeline for the process that I need to go through when building automations for different clients. So we have spec, build, test, and live. In here, every single stage that we have is a specific component. So spec is about creating documents for the client to actually outline the specific kind of automation that we need to build. Building is actually building out the automation and making sure that the building is goes according to plan. Testing is actually testing out the implementation, making sure that everything is complete and making sure that we validate everything against different test cases. And then finally, live is where we actually deploy different automation for the client. Now, what I have on my side is I have a build command that runs through all this specific process. I can either say I want to run this from a spec. So I define a specific automations that I need to create for a client and then type a slash build, for example, and it would run these 3 steps of the delivery process. Or I could let the AI run the full process here from the actual client request to actually building out the specs, building out the full product, testing everything, and then launching that live. This is just an example for automation businesses, but keep in mind the same thing can be applied to any kind of service-based business if you provide enough context to the specific processes that you have within that business. So for copy would be the specific context about how copy is actually written for you, the examples, different things like that. For this specific case is how we actually create documentation for the clients, what are the tools that we use for building and what is the process that we use for building, how do we do the testing, what are the different kind of tests that we do, how do we validate in different test cases, and then finally how we deploy something live in this specific case. Now, one last thing that I haven't defined here in regards to what this actually enables you, what this AI pipeline enables you is it has a very huge advantage when it comes to either margins or creating a new product line for you. So when it comes to margin, imagine you are able to actually slightly decrease the cost it actually takes to fulfill on a client, which is generally the biggest cost that agencies have within their business. Once you are able to really decrease this cost almost to zero, you can really increase your margins and increase your actual profits that you get. So this is an actual real big advantage of this kind of thing, provided that you actually build this out step by step in the correct way. The second component here is about creating a productized offering that you could have. So in that sense, what you can do if you build an AI delivery pipeline is you can propose a process that is fully AI to your clients as a potential downsell for your more high touch services that you currently have, so that you can have more clients and then you can effectively have those clients at a very small amount of cost when it comes to actually delivery processes and delivery wise, which is a really potential interesting thing that could be applied to your business and could be a new source of revenue that you can get, because not a lot of people maybe can afford your services, and that would be a really interesting way to actually frame this. Now that's everything on my side. I hope you like this new kind of strategic content. I really enjoy making those kind of content, so let me know if you like those as well. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more examples on how these are actually deployed in productions for real clients. I have a bunch of videos specifically related to how to use Claude Code AI business workspaces for actual clients. If you want to build your own AI workspace, check the second link in the description and set up a call. And with that said, talk to you soon and see you soon in the next video. Bye.